what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy. The offensive line is just so good, dude. It's just kind of insane. Like, they're so good that I've never watched an offensive line less on film because they're so consistent, and all they're doing is winning every single rep. Whether it's running the ball, again, against a rush defense that was supposed to be the best in the league, or just consistent pass blocking. Everybody trying to bench Miles Frazier earlier this year. Miles Frazier's awesome. Like, I think the one thing that jumps out of my head, I saw like one pressure from Emory Jones, and then the DJ Chester thing that we talked about. But it's just such a luxury, and it's so incredible how badass this offensive line. And make no mistake, like, that's a lot of the reason of the growth of Jaden and everything else is you have guys like Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas who are going to do their job and win their battles, and you have guys in the offensive line that are going to do their job and win their battles. And so if you have a quarterback that has ability, he can then maximize that ability.
Yeah, and even when we do talk offensive line, like a lot of times because, Will Campbell was the 5-star recruit, and he's lived up to all of that and then some. And then you've got Emory Jones, who's from right down the street. He comes in, you think he's going to play guard. He's a really good tackle, like in storyline after storyline. But like Garrett Dellinger is probably going to get lost the most in the shuffle, even though we don't talk a lot of offensive line because we can count on that offensive line. Like, he has been super solid this year. And it's a player that's kind of had to move a couple of different positions in his LSU career. But I thought he had maybe his best overall game on Saturday. I mean, he was dominating the Mizzou defensive line, who – to your point, T, I mean, they have been really, really stout up front.
Yeah, Garrett Dellinger will dig you out. He's got that root ability like an old hog, just getting underneath and finding ways to move you out of the hole.
He does a nice job of, even if he's flat-footed, at kind of adjusting his hands just a little bit, then he can just kind of
like sumo. It's like a sumo. He throws him hips back and gets low, and then comes in like with leverage and manages to root you out of where you thought you had set up. I mean, we got to mention Malik Neighbors as well. Just a bit of a quieter day for the receivers because you didn't throw the ball a lot. Yeah. I mean, you really didn't. You relied on your offensive line, Logan Diggs, Jaden Daniels, and that rushing attack to set the tone. But you look up, and so much was made about the duel between Luther Burden and Malik Neighbors, and it did not disappoint. Burden ends up with 11 for 149, no touchdowns. Neighbors 6 for 146. And a touchdown. So those two were just as awesome as advertised. Although I thought Burden was going to get like 200 because he jumped out to 86 real quick. It took like two drives. Took about 2 drives, and then look, credit the defense, 14 points in the second half, man.
Yeah. Going back real quick to Malik Neighbors, I mean, 6 for 146, and it was kind of like we're talking about, like it was a quiet 6 for 146.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it's wild, and it's almost like you expect that. Like, even like Brian Thomas going 4 for 66, having the big 42-yard touchdown. It's like these two players have been so good that it's like we mention it, we talk about it, but it's like, no, 6 for 146 is incredible. Like, that is a day at the office, and you've really become used to them doing that. That's why Malik is now second in the country in receiving with 771 yards.
Yeah.
The only guy he's behind is Luther Burden.
Look, I think you got to give credit to Brady Cook again, like you do Burden, but Brady Cook was really fitting those balls in early. Obviously, ended up getting got a couple times, but Brady Cook's a way better quarterback I ever thought he'd be. Whit Weeks continues to play great. I just love how he's going to be so damn good. I love how downhill he plays. I love his just natural instinct at that position. His speed is something that's desperately needed. If you ever get a healthy Omar Speights, I know this. I don't know if it's Witt and Omar or Witt and Penn that you want to play, but Witt's got to be in there. I think that is
his instincts
clear.
Make him even faster.
Yes.
Because it's decision go. Yep. It's not wait. And then, no, it's I know and I trust what I've watched on film. And you can see that I'm going to attack what I need to attack. And that's what makes him play at an even faster. I think he is fast, but I think he plays at an even faster level because he knows what he's doing, and when he sees it, he doesn't wait around to find out.
And then finally, just some special team shout-outs here. Damon Ramos getting points, making 22-10, I thought was big. After the thicker kicker missed an easy kick, Ramos came in and made his own to make it 25-20. That was a 6-point swing. I know he missed a kick at the beginning of the fourth that hurt, but, it's college. It was going to be perfect. I thought a very clutch punt by Jay Bramlett to put Mizzou at the 5 with no timeouts and 45 seconds left after the offense failed to ice the game, later leads to the pick 6. And then we were crediting him with a block kick on Saturday. I couldn't find it on film, but Harold Perkins is a demon off the edge on field goal block. Like, I legitimately think he did mess with the kicker with how close he was getting to blocking these kicks. That is something pretty crazy to watch, him flying off the edge. Now you've seen somebody that big in that rush position.
And have the bend.
Yeah, and he's got the bend. He
that's
lays
what makes him
out.
such a good rusher.
He's got jets, so
he can go full speed when he's like a couple inches off the ground, it feels like.
Shout out, man. A big win for LSU when it was desperately needed. Again, a lot of back against the wall, season on the line moments, and the boys found a way. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.